Hello students, good morning all. I welcome you once again on our online class, and today we are going to talk about a new topic, that is verb. So verb, you already know about this, but let's learn something new about this topic. So verb kinds. So we will be talking about verbs and its kinds. Learning objective. What are learning objectives? To identify different kinds of verb. To identify first of all that what are the different kinds of verb. This is our first objective. Second objective is to use them effectively and logically. We must learn this topic. Why? To learn this, that where should we use verbs effectively and logically. So let's move to the next slide. Concepts in module. Concepts in module, that means what is our roadmap, that what things we will be covering in this presentation or in this video. So first thing, warming up, that means we will identify what are verbs, and then we will define, we will see the definition of the verb, then we will have kinds of verb, then main verb, helping verb, transitive and intransitive verb. So let's move to the next slide. So let's talk about this. Warming up, what does it say? Nisha likes ice creams. So what is the main verb in this? The main verb is likes. The action is likes. The chef made an omelette. So what is the main action? Made. Three blind men were crossing the road. So what is the main verb? What is the main action in this sentence? We can see were crossing. That means they were crossing. Crossing was the main action. The birds have flown away. So if we see, then the main action is have flown. Now, likes, made, were crossing and have flown are the main verbs we identified in previous sentences. Let's move to the next slide. What actions are taking place here? Let's find out. Writing, batting, thinking and pushing. So it shows, pictures shows an action. Now let's find out what about these pictures. Ride a bike, ski, play basketball, skateboard, surf, play soccer. So all action verbs are called verbs. So in smaller terms, a small definition can be all action verbs are called verbs. Now a proper appropriate definition. A verb is a word of group or group of words which says what a person or a thing is. So first of all, verb is a group of words which tells what a person or thing is, what is the situation or what is the condition. Has or does, that means what a person or a thing can do or perform, or what happens or is done to a person or a thing, or what can be done to a person or a thing. So if you just want to remember that what is a verb, in simple words we can remember all action words are called verbs. Now when we know that what is the definition, what is verb, then let's move to the part which says kinds of verb. That means let's separate them, main verb and helping verb. So we have put them into two categories, main verb and helping verb. Main verb. So what is the main verb? So what is the main verb? Main. This verb shows that it does not need any help. That means it is free, it is complete in itself. That's why we call it main. So a main verb has a meaning of its own, like write, push, think, bat. These verbs do not need any help. But on the other hand, a helping verb does not have complete an action. So what are those helping verbs? Is, had, were. I'm sure you are aware about these words. It only happens with the main verb. It only helps the main verb. So is, had, were, will, was, were and other helping verbs only help main verb to complete the sentence. So we have a sentence here. Was, have, been. The child cycling near the pool. The child was cycling near the pool. So was is a helping verb for cycling. Now Nina doing her homework. We should use an appropriate helping verb. So is it right? No. Is it right? Okay. So let's talk about this. These girls cute. It is asking. This sentence is telling a situation or a status. Let's find out. These girls are cute. So this word are tells what or how they look. This tells about the situation or how they are. The farmer irrigated the field. That means an action is performed here. We must choose a helping verb. Let's choose this has. So has is the helping verb for irrigated. That is the main verb. In this video, we are focusing on two things: helping verb and main verb. So in these examples, we just need to focus on finding out helping verb and main verb. That's all. So you answer the question. Can you answer the question? Now we have two separate categories or two pictures before us. We have a group of words. Let's find out what are the main verbs and what are the helping verbs. So we have verbs here: write, laugh, be, is, were, drive, need, are, should, sleep. So let's have a look, and these are separated by itself automatically. So we will find out what are the main verbs and what are the helping verbs. So main verb: write, is, dive, should, laugh is the main verb, were is the helping verb, need is the main verb, be is the helping verb, sleep is the main verb, and at last are is the helping verb. So I am sure you must have got an idea that what are the main verbs and what are the helping verbs. So let's move to the next slide. To meet, we have an action here. We have an action here, to meet, and there are different forms of this word or this action, to meet. But let's find out which is the correct word to fit here. I, my friend, every day. Let's find out this. No. First sentence, no. Now this one, this is not appropriate. Met. M-E-T, met. This word is the second form or the past form of the word to meet. We will talk about second form or past forms or future forms or gerund or infinitive in other chapters. But let's continue the slide. Supply a main verb or helping verb in the following sentences. So let's find out what are the suitable helping or main verbs here. I go to school. Go is the main verb. Vivek and I went. Went is the main verb. It was raining. So was is the helping verb and raining is the main verb. The population of India as of today is. So is in itself is the main verb, which is a stative verb that shows a state or the condition. Vicky has done his homework. Has is the helping verb. Done is the main verb. So students, I'm sure you must have got an idea what are the helping verbs and what are the main verbs. So this is all about this video, and about transitive and intransitive verbs we will talk in our next videos. Thank you so much. Hello students, good morning. I welcome you once again on our online course. Hello students, good morning. I welcome you once again on our online class, and I'm sure that you must have learnt about verb topic or the action verbs in our last video. I'm sure you must have learnt about helping verbs and main verbs. You must have been able to identify those helping verbs and the main verbs in exercise. Now, today we are going to talk about the very important thing of verb, or I should say a kind of verb, right? So that is transitive verb and intransitive verb. As the word suggests itself, transit means to carry forward. That means these verbs carry forward their meaning. So let's find out what the definition says. Transitive verb. Transitive means which carries forward. The verb which transit or pass over the action from the subject to the object are transitive verb. Any verb which passes over its action to the object, that is called transitive verb, right? Now, an object can be a noun or a pronoun. So no need to worry about that. Is it noun which can be an object? Is it specific? No, it is not specific. An object can be a noun or a pronoun. तो noun or pronoun कोई भी हो सकता है. Now let's have a look on some examples. Saurabh purchased a watch on his birthday. Saurabh purchased his watch on his birthday. So Saurabh purchased. But Saurabh purchased what? क्या purchase किया? What did he purchase? A watch. So action which is associated with the word purchase is being carried forward to a noun. And what is the noun? A watch. Number 2. Disha saw a few monkeys in the zoo. Disha saw a few monkeys in the zoo. Disha saw what? What did she saw? What did she see? She saw a few monkeys, right? So the action, she saw something, is being carried forward to the other words. That means the noun, the monkeys. My father gave me a book on my birthday. So here we have two different objects. First, me, and second, a book. So, but the transitive verb is only one, that is gave. So there can be multiple chances where we have one or two objects. So my father gave what? A book. And to whom? To me. So the action carries forward. Now let's look at the fourth example. I can speak English fluently. I can speak English fluently. So English is an object that answers us of what. So main verb is speak, that carries forward the meaning to the next word, object, that is English. Okay, it might be difficult to you to identify what is an object, or is it possible to find object in every sentence? No, it is not possible to find an object in every sentence. We must know how to identify an object. It's very easy. There is no need to worry about this. When you get an answer of what and whom, you just need to find out the answer of what or whom just after the main verb. Then you can find your object. Like a watch is the answer of what? A few monkeys is the answer of what? Me is the answer of whom? A book is the answer of what? English is the answer of what? So if you get an answer of what or whom after the main verb, that's your object, right? So this is how you can identify the transitive or intransitive verb. And let me remind you here that any verb which is being used as a transitive verb that can be intransitive in other sentences. So one verb or a single verb can be treated as a transitive verb or an intransitive verb. Intransitive verbs. What are intransitive verbs? The child is sleeping, lion roared, everyone is dancing. Right? So the child is sleeping. Do you see any action which is being carried forward to the nouns? Is sleeping. Is it answer? So it's an intransitive verb. The lion roared, and there is nothing after that, so it's complete in itself, so it's intransitive. Everyone is dancing, is dancing, right? In itself it's complete, so no need to look at the action which is being carried forward. No action is being carried forward in these sentences, that's why we call them intransitive verbs. The verbs sleep, roar and dance are complete in themselves and do not take an object, and these verbs sleep, roar and dance do not take any action or to complete the sentence. So in itself these words are complete, and that's why these are called transitive verbs. So students, let's take a look on the definition of intransitive verb. The verb which do not transit or pass over the action from the subject to the object are intransitive verbs. So we have seen some examples like roar and sleep, which those verbs are complete in themselves and they do not need any action to carry forward. So these kind of the verbs which do not need any action to carry forward are called intransitive verb. That means there is no need to transit, there is no need to carry forward. So students, let's have a recap of this session and of the previous session. So in these two videos we have talked about a verb. A verb is a word of group, or a word is a word or group of words which say what a person or a thing is or has or does, or what happens or is done to a person or a thing. So verb tells action and state of a person, animal or a thing. There are two kinds of verbs. We have already talked about them. There are two kinds of verbs. First, helping verb, and second is main verb. Or you can do vice versa, main verb or helping verb. Main verb, which has a meaning of its own, that is the main action in the sentence, and a helping verb is a verb that supports the main verb or that helps the action to complete. The verb which transit or pass over the action from the subject to the object are transitive verb. So a verb which passes over its content or its meaning to the next word is called transitive verb, and the verb which is complete in itself like sleep and roar, they do not need any meaning to carry forward, those are called intransitive verbs. The verbs, okay, so you got an idea about the transitive and intransitive verb also, right? So this is all about this video, and I'm sure you must have got a big picture about verb, what is verb, kinds of verbs, and what is a transitive or an intransitive verb. So this is all from me. I'm sure you must have liked this. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.